This is part 3 of grief and loss. And where I ended off with the previous one was that everything always happens exactly as it should. Each one of us, the line in the sand gets drawn. We have a number of exit dates. Sometimes we can extend it, and we choose another one depending on if we feel we've completed our mission or not. And what I've learned is if it's your time, there's nothing that can save you. There's no one that can save you. We tend to think of that or want to blame something or someone and think, because like the questions that some people will ask is, how did this one die, or how did that one die, or what happened? As if we are immortal beings and death is unnatural. Moving on to the next realm when we finished with this game is unnatural, and it's so natural. We just have a mistakenly thinking that everything is supposed to live forever or for a very long time. As if we are so unprepared for that passing from one physical vehicle body into the spiritual body and still be with us, still communicate with us, still come into our dreams, still interacting, still loving, still caring. And so many times I go through my 16 years of doing what I do and all the various stories that I've heard, all the death experiences that I've had personally, from my granny when I was 9, my ex when I was 35, losing the father of my children. That was traumatic. I sobbed 24 hours non-stop. I could feel his presence. He felt huge, as if he was a huge angel. He had such a big heart. At his funeral, I felt he was walking behind me, but he was like 2-3 times taller than me. He was just such a big being, and I could feel his presence. But we tend to have to go through the emotions and not judge our emotions or not. There's some people that can cry. I'm a crier. Some people that can't cry, and they don't cry. When I was at the vet and I was sobbing for Lulu and hyperventilating and going through, I want to say, heart-wrenching cries. The one lady came to me and she said, "Thank you for crying for your pet, because some don't." And for me, I can't imagine somebody not crying for their pet. But sometimes there's ones that don't cry for others that pass away. Not that we have to, but it was nice for me to, each animal that I've lost, the landlords sat and cried with me. I don't know if my tears brought tears to them or it reminded them of their animals that have passed and the sadness that they carry, because one has to release it from your heart. You have to just pour it out to get to the other side. But I've realized that from all the experiences is, if you meant to live, no matter how bad the accident was and people think no one can get alive out of that, then you do. If the right people show up at the right time and I want to say coincidentally, although there's no coincidences, there's always help, and you are saved. And if you are not meant to, if it's your time, then there's a prevention of help coming. People are kept away. Sometimes you are taken out of the pictures, like with my late ex-husband. That weekend he had the children. He came and dropped them off. We spoke for 2 hours. He cried because he felt sorry for one of his sister's friends who had cancer, and his heart went out for her. And we had such a beautiful talk there, because we were still best of friends until the end. And he went home, and although he lived with his sister didn't sleep there that night. She was with her parents, and he had like a heart attack. He fell off his bed and just died. And that was, he wasn't ill. We tend to think, but people have to be ill to die, and he was healthy. But when it's your time, it's your time. And if they don't want people to be there or witness it or save them, then they make sure that they're alone. If they want people there and want people to witness that, they make sure people are there. It's if sometimes people are holding them back, and they'll hold on and hold on and hold on, and sometimes people don't know, but why are they still holding on? They can just move on. But sometimes they just need you to say the words. It's okay. You can go on. You can go. I'll be okay. And that's the best thing that we can do, is just and even if they've passed under terrible circumstances, know whenever you talk about them or whenever you think about them, they are there, and you can just say what you need to say. You can tell them that you love them. You can tell them thank you for the lessons, thank you for the experiences, thank you for their love, thank you for being part of your life. They're here. Trust me, they're here. That's when my daughter was small. She was 11 when her father passed away. And whenever she needed to talk to him, I would call him in. She would see him. She would ask him, why did he have to leave? He'll explain to her. She'll cry. He'll give her a hug and tell her that he loves her. And then he went on again. And it's through those experiences that I learned that's why I call myself Portal of Alchemy. I open up the portal, and I can bring people, loved ones, in a space together, and you can find closure, you can find answers, you can just sit, you can just hold hands, you can just receive their love, you can see how happy they are. Usually they appear in a lot younger, they're good looking stages or ages. The same when my sister passed away at 48. She had this belief since a child that she'll never make more than 40. She didn't want to live longer than 40, but she made 48. And yeah, she would just come through in my dreams a lot more. I want to say I saw a lot more of her in the past years in spirit than I got to see of her in physical. And the same with my ex, my late husband. He still visits till today. I mean, he passed in 2007. Till today, he will come through in my dreams every now and again, and yes, we tend. First time that he did so, I wanted to remind him, hey, but don't you know you did? But it's like that's when I didn't understand death still, and there is no death. It's just a changing of bodysuits, and or whoever needs support in their grieving process, please reach out, and please let me help you. And with this, I bid you the most beautiful day, peaceful day, loving day. Know that you are never alone. Only, not even in your loneliest times when you cry by yourself, you're never alone. There's always loving beings that surround you and hug you. Bye for now.